Welcome back once again to Barfly Cinema. My name is Tom, joined as always with my co-host Gage here.
Hello.
Today we're talking about Buffalo 66,
Yeah,
the infamous Vincent Gallo
Yes.
vanity project.
I would say it is at this point. This has something to say, but it's a vanity project. I think if it feels like it in its bones and learning about the movie, I think it is.
Yeah, it definitely feels like it, especially in retrospect. Like, this is him. I don't know how he got the names to be in this movie. I don't know what strings got pulled. I guess it was he was riding that wave of indie darlings
Yeah.
that you could get like big names like Angelica Houston in this, and she's like borderline unrecognizable.
Ben Gazzara, but
and
you
Mickey
has been an
Rourke.
indie darling forever. But
Yeah, seriously. I'm just
Christina Ricci, like this is. She was 17 in this. She was shocked going on set. She was like, I haven't been on this low budget of a set before.
I bet she's like Casper like 3 years earlier.
Yeah.
She's like, oh man, what is this? Who is this guy?
Yeah.
So yeah, 1998,
Mhm.
Vincent Gallo, written and directed by.
Yeah, starring.
I want to start with the things I liked about this movie.
Let's do it. Yeah.
I just like how this movie's shot. I like
Me too.
I like the grainy look. I like the washed out look. I
Yeah.
like the framing of things, like just the squareness of it. It's almost like a proto Wes Anderson where things are set up as almost like a stage.
Yeah.
You're
everything's
looking at a
center
stage.
frame.
It's center frame, and you notice it when they deviate from that.
But it has that like French New Wave like editing style
It does.
to it. That like frantic editing.
Very jump cutty in many
Especially
spots.
at the beginning when he's like really, you meet this guy, he just gets out of jail.
Yeah.
And he really needs to pee.
Just it's so relatable. Like, you have to find somewhere to pee, and you're literally running around anywhere. He's trying not to get busted back and go to jail because he's on a very important mission. We come to find out later.
I'm like, just pick a building, man.
Yeah, I love it. When he finally almost there, he stops near a car.
Yeah.
And then the woman walks up to the car.
He keeps getting interrupted. Yeah.
So there you go. I think that this film is honestly shot really well for the most part.
Yeah. I do like
I even like
going.
Yeah, and I even like the split screen stuff. I think that's interesting. I think
like
that's
that
very
too.
interesting.
I've always liked that.
It gives us. I love the first
Split
instance of that
dioptrics
where
and
it's
all
like,
that.
yeah, split diopter and like frame in frame.
Yeah.
Like, it gives
Yeah.
us the backstory of his time in prison and stuff like that. I think it all works really well here.
The flashbacks are done really interesting here. I actually really like how they're framed, how they just come like spewing out of his head,
Right.
Because some like traumatic event or like he's like a guy that's suffering from PTSD,
Right.
From his parents.
Clearly. It's like clearly.
Like, yeah, he's a piece of crap. This
Yeah.
guy, he needs to pee.
He's a mess.
Yeah, and then he can't, which is another dumb thing. Like he goes to pee, and then the guy, he can't pee because the guy is just looking at his schlong. Like, and then he just,
It's like, it's just so
berates him with homophobic slur. Yeah, it's just so.
Was that just like
That's
to
ego.
was that to
That's his
so it
ego.
was to establish it?
Absolutely.
That's ridiculous.
Because
What other point is there? It's one
and for
throwaway scene. Exactly. That's what I was like, what is going
You
on?
realize that he's not even someone that has slept with anyone before.
Right.
What? It's just that's the director shoot. Like, I don't know,
But
this
he's
movie's full of that. But then it's full of interesting things.
Yeah.
filmmaking wise.
Like, he's such a vain character. He's trying to like impress his parents and convince them he hasn't been in prison for 5 years.
No, as if they would believe this.
Like, if they're gonna
story.
believe that. And is it like, was she
This dumb friend sending his parents?
Yeah.
fake
It's
letters.
all this weird concocted facade.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, to what end? To what end? It's like, you just don't want your parents to know that you've been in prison, even though you shouldn't love your parents. They traumatized you.
Yeah.
They kind of ruined
He
you.
wants to impress his parents. He wants
Why?
to-
And I'm just like, what? Why?
Yeah, I guess it's that whole thing of like your parents will always fuck you up, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like some philosophical.
It's that.
quote,
Yeah, it's
but
that quote. It's like your parents are gonna fuck you up. They don't mean to,
Yeah,
but they do. And this is a prime example of that because he is shown to be a very strange person. He's like a narcissist, but he hates himself.
Yeah,
It's like
he's narcissistic, ego.
he needs love,
can't be
but he
touched.
can't
Yeah,
he can't
he's
love
neurotic.
himself.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Like I like. Honestly,
it's
like,
a well-drawn character.
It is a well-drawn character, and I do like his acting in it. And he's like this dark Woody Allen type, even though Woody Allen's dark in real life, but like he's like this alleyway Woody Allen.
Yeah.
Buffalo, New York, not Manhattan, New York.
Not Manhattan. No.
You know, like how he talks and presents himself, and he's meek but kind of scary and volatile. It's like a Woody Allen, Travis Bickle.
That's
like
a good way to put it.
Like he could blow up any minute.
See, because when I was watching this originally, I was like, what's going to happen here? Like, is this a comedy? I didn't know what it was.
Weirdly a dark comedy in ways. I find.
Then I find it to be that, but like the marketing and like even the posters, like, what is this? Is he like kidnapping her? Is he holding her hostage? What is this?
This is a first time watch for both of us.
Yep.
And but that poster has been iconic.
It has.
For so long in like film lovers worlds. Like I've always like, what is this movie?
And now that I can contextualize it, it's like it's silly. The movie is silly in many ways.
I get Lynchian vibes from this. I get that John Cassavetes just like improv-y actors being actors vibe. Like you said, Wes Anderson.
Wes Anderson.
Wes Anderson.
The boxy framing.
Or it's 98, so yeah.
It's like right after Bottle Rocket. But
Yeah.
you go back and watch Bottle Rocket, it's not nearly as boxy as this.
No.
You know, it's really
a great point.
It's a good I just think there's a lot to like here. I love the fourth wall breaks. I love when Gazzara's character goes into the singing moment.
Yeah, that's
like
straight out of Blue Velvet.
Yeah, it is. It really is. Then I look back and I'm like, yeah, definitely. That is definitely thing. Is that him trying to say this is their character at their core? This is what the ideal version is, and then obviously they get back.
Or is
to
it
just
the facade because he's lip syncing it,
right?
So is it commenting on that, like the facade, the fakeness of and what he's even trying to present himself to?
See, there's layers to it. There's layers to it. And I don't know if everything adds up, but I think the style
is good,
and the fourth wall breaks work. Now,
the story doesn't work.
It doesn't work. It doesn't work for me either. I think his friend is like a throwaway character and is not that necessary to the story itself. They need to find another foil or another person to bounce his ideas on.
Why is his friend even there?
I don't know. It's almost
just someone he can vent to.
Yeah, I think that's part of it. Even though I love that. Who's that actor? I love that actor.
Yeah, I do. I don't know his name, but I remember him.
Grounded for Life.
Departed.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just great.
And he has like these like bunnies and like
he's in Goodfellas too. He's in Goodfellas.
Oh yeah. Yep. But yeah, he has like vermins in cages.
I know. What is that? I love that when he gets one of the final calls from Bobby Brown. What's his name? Billy Brown. And then it shows him picking up the phone. He's always in bed for some reason, like sickly or something like that.
Lazy, living at home.
Yeah.
Like,
And they cut away to the gerbil or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like
the bunny. Yeah.
What is that? What was Gallo trying to say here?
Yeah.
And there's a lot of that in this movie where it's like, I guess this is going over my head, you know?
Or it's kind of pretentious.
Or it's pretentious.
I don't know. It goes both ways. I'm fighting this movie in my head for sure because there is stuff I really like, but honestly, the story doesn't work, and the whole core message of this movie falls flat because the relationship doesn't work for me in this. This is a forced kidnapping.
So you're saying a kidnapping doesn't lead to like sunshine and rainbows.
And Christina Ricci's awesome, and
she's the best part of the movie.
She's doing the best she can.
Yeah.
Her whole wardrobe was Vincent Gallo. Like, he has an eye for style. She
looks like an angel.
Stunning in it, like iconic looking.
Yeah.
Hell, but
the whole blue motif works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And his red shoes.
Yeah.
All that works, but just, I don't know. Like, it's not even she's not given a character.
No, she's not.
She's just there to be loving him, and no matter what. Like,
And it goes from the facade that
is this in his head?
yeah.
Is this world even? But then it's
Is this
like
happening? Is this
then I'm
happening?
like, I don't care about this character.
Yeah.
At the end, he's like, oh, I should. Long story, he kind of tries to take responsibility for his action, and love is all, but it's like it just falls.
It falls flat. It falls flat. It's literally like a flip is switched, and suddenly he's like, "Oh, I want to live."
Because he's mean to her the entire time.
Yeah, it's almost like he's incapable of loving another person. But it's like, but then again, it works in a way where it's like, okay, the only reason why she's attracted to him is because he's so bossy and tells her what to do. She's got that Stockholm syndrome, and maybe he's mistaking that for love. But then she seems so sincere, because you think the whole movie, I'm thinking she's going to rip him off, or there's going to be some kind of script flip here,
Right.
and there isn't. You're right. It goes from she's being compelled to act this way to make him look good to his parents to she starts believing all this shit she's saying about him.
Yeah,
It's really bizarre.
like there's a huge scene that that kind of comments on what you're just talking about when they go to Denny's.
Yeah.
And his like ex, it's not even his ex.
Not even his ex.
It's ex in his head. A girl he
Was kind of stalking,
fantasized over when
he had that picture of her in the locker.
Yes.
In his locker, she had a picture.
That
You're
was
like,
my ex-girlfriend.
and you're like, ex-girlfriend.
It was just a woman he walked down the street and stared at.
Yeah.
Stared at in class. But she like Christina Ricci's character is like, look at her. She's so weird how she's acting and everything. It's that Stockholm syndrome, like, woman, like, she's not weird. The guy you're with.
The guy you're with is weird.
Yeah. And I think there is something to be said about that relationship dynamic, but the movie is like, it's not critiquing that in a well-established way.
No, it's not.
I feel like it's condoning it, and it's like being apologetic. I am of two minds because Gallo is acting in it. He wrote the character, but he's a piece of shit character. But he's also like writing Christina Ricci's character to completely see against all those flaws and just love him no matter what, and as if that's gonna. No, that's a gross toxic relationship.
It's almost like if you're doing this and you're acting like you love him, or maybe you do love him, that's enabling him as well.
Yeah.
And all his bad tendencies and the trauma that he's had to deal with. You're not really working to fix it with him. You're just kind of like, I love you no matter what.
And that's where I feel like he wrote it for himself. I need this manic pixie dream girl to save me from my mom problems, and it just doesn't fit on screen. It comes across shallow and manipulative and gross.
Now, do you think this made more sense on the page, or this is exactly what he wanted when he set out to make this flick? Because I think that the dysfunction of the family is actually really well done.
That is all really well done.
Yeah.
I'd like this movie a lot more if the relationship dynamic wasn't even in the movie.
Yeah.
It was just this guy coming to grips of, I don't need to appease my family. I'm never going to fully. I need to be my own person.
You don't think he gets there at the very end?
I think he does. He does.
I think he does.
But I don't think it's fully earned.
It's not earned.
It's earned. It's earned.
He's about to throw his life away again. And then he has some kind of epiphany. He's like, well, I love that scene where you think, oh, wait, he does go through with it. And they cut to his parents at his funeral. And they're like,
I love that.
Let's get the hell out of here.
God.
I love that. I love that too.
There's honestly good filmmaking.
There's some great visual flares that I love for this stuff. Every setup for most of the shots, they never go for the easy setup. It's always something intricate. It's always something that, like, okay, it makes sense thematically throughout the whole story. There's just so much to like here. I mean, Angelica Houston's great, and her and Ben Gazzara play off each other. But then you look behind the scenes, and apparently this was a really tumultuous set.
Bad set to work on, and everyone hated everyone. And we got at it a little bit a couple weeks ago when we talked about Tar, and this is a movie like that for me of, can I separate the art and the artist?
Yeah.
And I think I ultimately can. I think I just don't like the story.
Okay.
I don't like what it's saying about the relationship as in the film.
Okay.
And then learning about the backstory of this movie makes me hate it even more, honestly.
Right.
And it makes sense, actually, because there's a lot of gross stuff that's leaking out on the screen. Christina Ricci was abused on set. She's abused in the movie.
Brutal.
In real life, she wasn't a Stockholm syndrome victim. She's like, fuck this guy, I'm never working with him again.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So that's real life. This isn't that's not this
That's
his
not the movie.
fantasy.
That's not his fantasy.
Gallo's fantasy.
Yeah.
So Angelica Houston hated him, and I guess like there's a lot of Hollywood bull crap with all that of, oh, she needed this and that, but he wanted the names, but ultimately he trashed on her, and she's like, F you, like, I'm friends with the guy at Cannes, you're banned from Cannes. And so it's gonna cause even more friction and stuff.
She pulled some strings and was like, "You're
This is not a humble guy."
No. I think honestly that the narcissism does come through when you look at it from the bare bones.
Which is
manic pixie dream girl falls in love with him after he kidnaps her.
Yeah.
But he's so good looking, he's so charming, but it's like
he's not good.
He's
looking.
He's not
manipulative. That's where I'm two minds of it. Like, yeah, he writes her like that, but he does have the guts to portray himself as a crappy character.
Yeah, he does.
But he thinks he's earning it at the end.
Yeah.
Buying the cookies and stuff, which, do you get it? Did he rip off Boogie Nights, or did Boogie Nights rip off this, or is this just two minds thinking alike? That felt so much like Boogie Nights donut.
I don't think he ripped it off.
I know it's the same year,
but you know what's funny?
The same year.
But you know what's funny though? When he walked into the bakery or whatever, I thought something horrible was going to happen.
Yeah, it's
somehow they framed it. It was like he's turning over a new leaf.
There's
something
a guy
awful.
In the corner.
Yeah,
like it's framed the same.
It reminds me so much of the final scene of Sopranos. I don't know if you all saw the Sopranos.
I've never seen it, but I know the final.
But the entire scene sets up this air of anxiety and dread perfectly, and I don't know if Gallo meant to, but that's what it feels like. Okay, your character finally lets his guard down. He's ready to move on with his life. Maybe
I thought he was almost going to get hit by a car when he's running across the street.
I know. He's always running with his fucking boots on. It's so ridiculous.
Again, another manipulative thing. He's dressed in all warm. Christina, it's freaking freezing winter.
She's like in her...
She had to fight to get an extra inch on her dress.
Lord.
Like, there's...
Calculated. Gallo was being calculated, man. Bro. Because he probably is like, oh, she's pretty. Her proportions are like, bro, she's 17. That's Hollywood for you, man.
Dude,
that's Hollywood for you.
I know.
Weird shit like that is like becomes part of like the norm.
Another really funny thing. He got pissed off at her in real life because she couldn't drive the stick. And like was fucking up getting the car started in the scene, and he freaked out on her.
Oh,
the comedy in the scene is him not being able to drive a stick.
I can't drive a shifter car. I can't drive a shifter car.
Which is funny.
That's hilarious.
I drive luxury cars. I drive
Cadillac.
There's good lines in this.
So there's so many great lines. So many great lines that
I'm so conflicted on.
Like, he's so vain, but he's so impotent. He can't do anything right. He's a fucking loser. Yeah. But he wants to think of himself as, I'm this big bad. I'm fucking tough.
Yeah.
He even has that tiny little gun. That gun has to be it has to be a comment. The gun is so small that it's got to be a comment.
It's almost it's like, but
like
early
it's huge, but his gun's tiny. Yeah, dude. He's saying something there. It's not very clear, but he's saying something with that tiny ass gun.
It almost seems like
Sticks it in the front of his pants.
what movie is that where like he goes to shoot, but it's just a lighter?
I can't recall.
yeah.
They've probably done it in a few flicks.
Yeah.
But
it
yeah.
seems like one of those is just a lighter.
So I think you definitely brought me around. I think that the relationship between Billy and the girl doesn't work.
Do you think it
and it's
would've
not
worked-
earned?
Do you think it would have worked better if she was an older woman?
Perhaps. Maybe he needed a surrogate for his mom that's completely absentee.
Someone that's going to
absentee.
show him how to mature in life as well and take responsibility.
That could work. That could work.
Would have worked better.
Yeah, I would have liked that more. And there's less
an older relationship or no relationship.
I'm generally in favor of the less pedo vibes you could put on film.
Exactly.
Do that,
please. Unless
please,
you're making Lolita or something.
Yeah,
like,
unless
you're making a movie about that.
Exactly. But
I
yeah,
agree.
scene after scene, for the most part, I like the flow of it. I think it loses a lot of steam in the third act.
Dude, it meanders there in the middle so much. It's just kind of doing the same thing over and over.
I do like the flashbacks, but even they become kind of an impediment to the flow of what's going on.
You kind of learn his whole motivation way too late.
Yeah.
That I even care.
I agree.
This movie, dude, I agree. This movie is like 25 minutes too long.
Agreed.
Even when I was checking it on Tubi, I was like, I'm like,
we both watched it on Tubi, by the way.
Yeah.
So it's already almost 2 hours. Then you add in ads.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, this should have been over like 20 minutes ago.
Yeah. 140 I could have dealt with. Then you can explore some of the themes of abuse and how that translates to his infantile nature, his vanity, his narcissism. You can explore those themes in an hour and a half, hour and 40 movie.
Yeah,
you know?
Absolutely.
So do you think the onset problems they had contributed to the movie or detracted from it? Or is that undeterminable? Can you not say which?
I think it did detract.
Really?
I do think so, because I think it leaks out on screen, and I think he probably got too in his own way. Probably like he's method acting. He wrote the script. He's directing.
He's juggling a lot of stuff, isn't he?
Yeah, and then I don't know. This movie comes across like he doesn't like her.
Right.
She loves him. She's forced to love him.
Or is she brainwashed into like seeing better things about him? Or does she feel bad for him? Does she meet the parents and realize how they fucked him up and she's like, he's like a baby. Like, I feel bad for the life he had. Like, his puppy died.
That's a good point.
But he's like,
true.
It's shown that he's like a virtuoso bowler.
Yeah.
That's one of the subplots that goes nowhere, of course.
It's just to show he's good at something.
Yeah.
Like there's something, because he's so depressed in himself and his own skin.
Right.
It's something that he has passion about and he is good about, and but that scene, the movie can never be him accepting her for like,
of course,
what she's doing, and
of course not.
Him being good at bowling he has to downgrade her because she's also good at it, and then
seriously,
and then she goes into her weird David Lynchian dance, and he disregards. Stop doing
which
that.
I love.
Love that.
Which is a total ripoff.
Great King
Blue Val. Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
See, I like those fourth wall breaks. So great.
I love that stuff too.
So I think we can both agree. We like elements of this, and there's a lot to say, but the elements don't all add up to something that is what he thinks it was.
What it has to say about meeting someone that can like transform you and make you better, and or whatever he's trying to say with that, I just don't think it's earned in this.
Yeah.
He steals it and manipulates it. It's not genuine.
Here's what I like to think about the ending. I like to think that he becomes a better version of himself, and she suddenly falls out of love with him because he's not the same person.
Great little epilogue.
Yeah, that would be great. She's like, I don't like you, nice dude. What are you? What are you doing? What's this act that you're putting on?
That's
my
awesome.
that's my headcanon for this.
This movie should have been an hour and a half and then 20 minutes of that.
Yeah.
That's how you earn the 2 hours. Yeah.
That's how you do it. You flip it in the third act. She's like, I don't dig this, dude. So she likes him when he's mean and disgusting and narcissistic.
This movie's so much better.
And then he changes because he thinks that's what she wants. And she deserves love and they're going to fall in love. And she's like, she gets the ick.
Dude,
That would make Buffalo 66 a lot better. Which,
great point.
There you
Holy
go.
shit, and can't top that. That's a wonderful point.
There you go. That would earn the 2 hours. Anyway, yeah, that's Buffalo 66. I would recommend it. I recommend
watching it too.
I wouldn't recommend it for everybody. I think you're going to find more to like than dislike. And I think there are some interesting things going on with the cinematography, with some of the dialogue, obviously the fourth wall breaks that are fun. But he's such an off-putting character that if you don't get into the vibe of the movie, you're just going to be bored and pissed off.
Yeah. And I agree with everything he said. But also I like off-putting characters. I don't think he fully. I think something like Red Rocket. Mikey's a piece of shit the whole time. You go with it or not. He's not trying to be anything he's not.
Right.
The movie's not trying to make you feel about him in any certain way.
Mikey was charming though in an interesting
disgusting way. He is.
Yeah. I don't think Billy Brown is that.
He's trying to take a pee.
Yeah.
We've all been there.
That's the one relatable part about him.
I know.
And he's trying to be decent. He's just not going to go anywhere.
But this movie, he also just tries to make him too. It's not that he tries to make him too sympathetic. It's that it doesn't earn the sympathy we're supposed to feel for him by the end.
True.
That's
and then all of his character development happens in one, boom, just like that. And it's like.
Still think it's worth a watch.
Definitely worth watching.
If you like movies like that, if you like off-kilter characters, weird. Yeah. I'm glad I watched it. I will watch it again just to fully get my head around all my thoughts. But I recommend watching it. I didn't think it was a good movie.
I would give it 2.5 out of 5.
Yeah.
That's passable.
I give it like a 3 out of 10, 4 out of 10.
3 out of 10.
Just for the filmmaking. I like the filmmaking quite a bit, but it's the character stuff.
I could see that. Yeah, if you like weird indie movies, check this one out. Next week we have a very special guest, Hot Rod, with the one and only Eric from Beerworks. So make sure to tune into that one.
That's a fun movie.
Check it out, guys. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Boom, that ties up.